A relentless winter weather pattern continues across southeastern Wisconsin. It's like the dead of winter here across the Midwest already. Good afternoon. It is 2:50 p.m. I am Storm Team 4 Chief Meteorologist Brian Niznansky. This is NIS Weather Wisdom, streaming simultaneously on YouTube and also on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, you can also watch this on YouTube. Again, you want to search for NIS Weather Wiz, W-I-Z, dumb, or just search my name. Hopefully you can find it that way as well. This is all new to me. I've done some Facebook Lives, of course, in the past and all sorts of video components, but this is something that I would like to do regularly, be able to do a live simulcast stream discussing the day's weather, not only here in southeastern Wisconsin, but across the Great Lakes and beyond. So this is a regional thing, and then also, of course, here locally as well. So as I mentioned, we are in the middle of what has been a pretty tough winter pattern here to kick off what is yet to be even officially winter here in southeastern Wisconsin. Just like yesterday, if you were with me, please let me know if you are hearing me properly, if you're seeing me properly. That will help me out too. Again, I'm just trying this new software, and I hope things go well. But let's get right to it. I wanted to start off this with a look at our weather, our snow totals from last night. Definitely some higher totals to the north. Leave a comment as well, letting me know your snowfall amount at your house, your workplace this morning. As high as 6 inches in Dundee, Plymouth at 6 inches of snow. And then as you work your way farther south, we saw less snow. Yes, it was wet and heavy snow. So even if you had, let's say, Mequon, 2.75 inches of snow, it was a very wet, heavy, slushy 2.75 inches of snowfall. So yeah, it was, I went out last night and I shoveled I don't know, 2 inches of wet, heavy slush. And then now we have, then I woke up in the morning with an even heavier slush of 1 inch of snow here in Grafton as well. So thank you all again for joining me. Please, if you are on here, please let me know if you are seeing me and hearing me properly as I try out this new software. Once again, this is the first time I'm simultaneously streaming on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Here again is your list of snow reports from last night. And guess what? We have yet another system on the way for tomorrow night. So we catch a little lull today, and then tomorrow night, look for things to ramp up once again. Let's take a look at our current picture across the Midwest here. We have our exiting system. We have our system that is departing, and now we have our next area of low pressure centered across, you have some light snow across Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota. It will be yet another clipper that swings out of Canada, now affecting the northern plains and eventually pushing into the Great Lakes region. So this time around, where are things going to line up and how do things time out? I want to look at first the latest HER computer model, and then we'll take a look at the graph computer model, and then some of the longer range models, which quite frankly don't have the greatest handle on things. So let's look at the HER first and follow the time here. So Thursday morning, dry. And then by Thursday evening, afternoon, you see how we get clipped with an area of mainly light snow with this. The heavier snow is likely going to fall again across Iowa and portions of northern Illinois and down towards Chicago. If you're watching us right now from Chicago, you definitely have a better chance of seeing some accumulating snow with this, according to her computer model. Now these models they've been bouncing around a little bit, but the HER has been pretty consistent, again, bringing this swath of snow. Very similar timing to last night. We're talking late commute into the evening and overnight hours Thursday night. This looks to be less snow, though, compared to the last run that we had. Let's take a look at the graph. See how the graph shakes out with this. Graph, let's go into tonight. And then let's go into Thursday. Looks like a mixed precipitation event across Iowa. And hey, look at the graph. Sends this thing now completely to the south. You see that? You see the time in the upper left? That's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock. The snow going completely to the south of us. So the graph is a little more in line with some of the longer range models. Now, let's look at the amounts with the HER. The graph is going to produce nothing, so I don't even need to show you that. But let's look at the HER amounts here. The HER, a little bit more of a north solution. And this would be, look at that, that's a beefier HER. This would be around 1 inch in Milwaukee, less to the north, and maybe 1 to 3 southwest of Milwaukee. So yeah, a decent shovelable amount of snow once again Thursday evening. Maybe as much as 3 inches or even more down towards Walworth County and Kenosha County. Let's switch over. I want to show you guys some of the longer range modeling with this. And you'll get an idea that the long range models they're handling this differently than what we had before. Hopefully we can get them to come up here. There we go. Let me change out. Just going to change what I'm sharing on the screen here. Let's go with the College of DuPage. There we go. All right. So there we go. All right. So when looking at, we have up, let's do the NAM first. The NAM is kind of a medium range model that will give us an idea. Here's the NAM exiting system, maybe even a few flurries tonight. And then there's the snow. Hey, the NAM. What's the NAM doing? Going south again. This looks to be like Rockford, maybe get clipped in Chicago. This is way south. See that? Going way south. Let's see what the Euro does. Now, keep in mind the Euro, I have to put this in non-snow mode on this website. See how the bulk of the precipitation with the Euro goes southwest. Man, I don't know. The HER seems like an outlier for now. Let's do the GFS. GFS, a little heavier. I can put the GFS in winter mode. Hold on, bear with me. GFS. Maybe we get clipped with a little bit of light snow, but this again looks like an Iowa into central Illinois with this one. Let me switch back over to our graphics computer system here that we have at the station. And then we can dive into a few more things with this and kind of, you're with me right now. By the way, I'm off again today and I'm at home. Just love to talk about the weather. Let's switch over to, again, no, I don't want that one. I would like this guy. All right, let's do him. Again, bear with me, folks. All right, here we go. All right, so this was the NAM. I mean, excuse me, the HER model. The HER is by far the most snow. And as of right now, as we take a look at advisories across the Midwest, you see how you have the given snow across South Dakota, North Dakota. That's where we have a winter weather advisory. Downstream, I would anticipate advisories eventually for Iowa and into Illinois if the majority of the models continue to track the way they are. As of right now, I don't know if this is an advisable event, advisorable event for us here in southeastern Wisconsin, but definitely down towards Chicago, over towards Des Moines. You guys are more in the bullseye of this accumulating snow potential. By the way, if you have a question or a comment, please write that question or comment, and we'll get questions and comments once I'm all done here. Meteorologist Brendan Johnson put together a snow map today. Now, he is siding with the HER for the most part. And this is how it looks. Right now, again, this is for Thursday evening. We're talking about up to an inch of snow for most of us. Maybe as you get down towards Lake Geneva, you get into that 1 to 3. So what Brendan is doing here is he's accounting for all of the models, including the HER, which is definitely the most for us. But most of the models have this being a miss for most of southeastern Wisconsin. So you may be thinking, why are we giving so much credit to the HER? Well, the HER does really, really well with short range timeframes, which were within 24 hours almost, and that would be it. It did really well with the pass system last night. So we got to give some weight to it. I will leave this up, and then let's see if we can get to some questions here. Come on now. Actually, it looks like that didn't show up. Again, learning new software. Let's see if I can get that to pop up here. No, don't want that. Nope, want to stay with you. All right, let's just get to questions on that, and then we'll get our little Q&A, and then we'll move on. Anybody with a question, comment about snow? Anybody has a snowfall total or report? What time will it start on Thursday? The timing on Thursday looks to be more like 7, 8 o'clock again, very similar to last night. But again, keep in mind that we might not see really anything if some of these computer models pan out. So this is definitely not a slam dunk for us tomorrow evening. I'd like to be better. I'd like to be more confident with this, but that just really is not the case with this. Thanks for including all of us in this new adventure. It really is interesting. You bet, Deb. I appreciate it. Racine Unified Schools. Hey, what's going on? Let's go with zero models. Yeah, I'm with you. This has been pretty rough stretch, man. Like, especially for those like down towards Racine, where you had that first lake effect event in November, and we got slammed after Thanksgiving. And yeah, Mary says, thanks, hearing you good. Thanks for your hard work. I appreciate that, Mary. That's super cool. It's been a rough winter. It really, really has. Let's see if I have any other questions and comments before I get into the cold that we have to talk about, unfortunately. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out here, and again, bear with me, why my screen here is blank. Let's see if I can get it to produce something here. If not, we'll just go from here and we'll call it a day. By the way, once we get through this next snow event tomorrow evening, which again, not a guarantee. We're talking Thursday evening. Not a guarantee. Right now, it looks like maybe an inch for most of the area. Shouldn't be a big deal. And it would be a lighter variety of snow, by the way, not that really heavy, wet stuff. It would be more of a powdery snow event. We have some of the coldest air of the season, if not the coldest air of the season, on the way this weekend. It looks like wind chills 20, 25 below stuff, maybe even 30 below, low temperatures, actual temperatures. dipping into the single digits below zero. And this isn't just a Milwaukee thing, Wisconsin thing. This is going to be a plague again across most of the upper Midwest here. Going to be dealing with some serious cold again as we head on into. I don't know why that hides. Participant screen share names. Just trying to figure out why I'm not seeing my graphics here. Oh, well, learning experience. I appreciate everybody. This is, again, something new for me. And what I hope to get is more of a finalized product here starting tomorrow. We'll hopefully do this again tomorrow. We'll have some new tools, some new whistles, and we'll go from there. So I appreciate it, everybody. Niz Weather Wisdom, please hit subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Hit subscribe on YouTube and on Niz Weather Wisdom. And then hopefully you'll be prompted whenever these lives pop up. It's the easiest way for you to know when I'm going live is to subscribe on YouTube. And then we'll have these discussions. I love hearing from you guys. If you watch this at a later time, if you're watching this again later on this evening, feel free to write a question or comment, and I will hopefully be able to get back to you as well.